This wonderful song by Bill Caddick tells two stories. It tells how a song was written and how a war was made. King Edward VII, whom some call the Peacemaker, died in 1910. He was buried at Windsor, and in a procession rode the noblest and the highest of men. There were 9 crowned kings and 30 proud princes, leaders of many a land. And old Kaiser Bill rode next to King George, with his field marshal's baton in hand. Crippen was caught the very same year Halley's comet flashed by, and the first of the labour exchanges was opened the year the old king died. The Sydney Street siege brought 1911, when anarchy died in the flames. In London in June, King George and his queen played the coronation game. A place in the sun, said the Kaiser in Hamburg, launching his new battleships. King George made India, Ireland and Wales places for right royal trips. Titanic was launched on the day of the Derby. London's last horse bus was shelved, and the suffragettes marched, demanding their rights. Then in came 1912. Jack Judge went down to West Bromwich Town to welcome a brand new year. He went to a pub to have a little sup, and he liked a pint of beer. And when he'd had a few, he started to sing, and his voice he lifted high. My name's Jack Judge, I'll write you a song from Albury Town, come I. My name's Jack Judge, and I'll write you a song from Albury Town, come I. Now a Birmingham man was standing near, and he heard what Jack did say. A pound to a penny, said he to Jack, you can't write a song in a day. Jack just laughed, had another drink, and he said, I'll take you on. This afternoon, I'll sing you a song, and I'll sing it for the day is done. Aye, this afternoon, I'll write a song, and I'll sing it for the day is done. Jack laughed again, sang another song, drank another pint of beer. Then he jumped on the train to Staley Bridge, where that night he was due to appear. And on the very first day of 1912, old Jack Judge won his bet. And the song that he made and he sang that day, we never will forget. Aye, the song that he made and he sang that day, we never will forget. In March 1912, brave Scott and his comrades died while the snowstorm roared. And later that year, the good General Booth finally laid down his sword. There were riots in Ireland concerning Home Rule. Mrs. Pankhurst was imprisoned again, and Wilbur Wright died, the first of the flyers, as the Royal Flying Corps was named. Titanic went down in the spring of that year, taking 1,500 lives. And the Balkan states blazed from border to border. Death began sharpening his knives. Of the 1910 monarchs who'd mourned for King Edward, in 1913 few survived, though some of them lived to a very old age. Assassins took many alive. Death came calmly to China and Sweden, but elsewhere the murderer's hand, it struck the Pasha of Turkey and the king of the Greeks, and Spain pursued death's plan. The armies of Europe paraded and postured, the stockpile of weapons increased. At The Hague, as if in grim desperation, they opened a palace of peace. In 1914, with more suffragettes marching, the Archduke of Austria was slain. And in less than 2 months, all of Europe was marching. Death was in business again. Many a young man from many a family willingly gave of his all. They died in their millions for dubious victory, answering Kitchener's call. But as they marched off to the trains and the troop ships, they sang as they hurried along, and the words echo back from the graveyards of Flanders, singing old Jack Judge's song. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, and farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, and farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. Wow, what a song. Bill Caddick's song, absolutely amazing. So, be interesting to hear what everybody's singing today. Thanks very much.